Hey everybody, this is Vince with the Gallatin Underground. Today we're doing a special little promo thing for Mosh in the Mountains 4. This will be the last Mosh in the Mountains, and you guys should be part of it. So today we have with us the creators of Mosh in the Mountains, Sullivan Steiner and Jerry Peters.
Howdy.
What's up, guys?
Yeah, so you guys want to talk about Mosh in the Mountains?
I suppose that's why we're here.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like a bad idea.
So how did Mosh in the Mountains get started?
Um, well, originally in Montana, there was no camping kind of festivals for heavier or extreme music. It was all EDM and hip hop and stuff. And I thought that Montana needed something like that for the rest of us, for the alternative crowd.
And I didn't have anything to do with starting it. It was all Jared's deal. And then after the first year, he invited Withheld Judgment to come and play because I had known Jared for years. And then after we played that show, and I just basically hung out with him and do the same thing that you do, helping the whole event and whatnot. Then Jared asked me to help out with the next one, and I've been helping him since. So that's my level of involvement.
So I guess maybe a common misconception is that this is not a charged event, but it's a free event, right?
Yeah, it's run strictly on donations. Um, we've been fortunate enough to have a lot of artists that will donate pieces and things like that, which we do raffles and all sorts of other fun things to sponsor the event. But we try to collect money in pretty much every other way other than charging for tickets. So
Yeah, we did. We've talked about since I don't know, since it's, as soon as Jared and I started talking about like our idea what we wanted the event to become, because at first it was pretty loose. Like he invited all of us up there, middle of fucking nowhere in Montana and whatnot, and it just became I don't know. He wasn't about money, but he still made sure to just cover our gas money. Anybody that he could throw money to, he like threw gas money. It was all donations based, and that's what I tried to do with personal events that I've done in the past and whatnot. And like from the get go, it's been more about hanging out and been about networking and meeting different bands from the region that will come and play and whatnot. But definitely not about money. But we've been really lucky that people have supported it and keep donating, and that the artists and the bands are all pretty willing to give us some great sets for gas money. So
No, it's been awesome. Everything that I've seen since I've been part of it, um, and it's really cool to do to check out all of these new bands. There's a lot of bands that I never would have personally heard, not going to Mosh in the Mountains or being part of it, and it's also just a great time for friends, families, and uh, everything in between. So
another
and
big point of Mosh in the Mountains was always meant to be a networking event too, because it's like you go to shows, you see the people in your local scene, and it's like a few minutes outside the bar. You get to bullshit with them, and this would kind of provide a time to bring everybody together, and then have downtime to be able to camp together and spend some time chatting people up, making new friends, and inviting different bands that a lot of people haven't heard of each other. And we've uh, we've actually created quite a few band relationships through our event, people networking and meeting each other, and then going on later on down the road to play shows together, or even tour together. So that's been really cool. It feels good to see those kind of relationships come to fruition out of our event.
hell yeah.
so one of the biggest problems that you guys have had in the past is, of course, paying for the event. We all know that nobody likes to do anything for free, and it's unfortunate. But you guys have often put a lot of money out of your own pockets just to put this event on, and it hasn't been an easy thing to keep the costs at bay. Correct?
Yeah, it gets more expensive with everything. Everybody can be like, I keep cracking a joke that no matter anytime my kids, my bandmates, anybody says anything, I try to do it like the old guys these days and just be like, what, this economy? About literally and any stupid thing, but running an actual event for a everybody likes to throw around DIY. Like, it's like, what does that even fucking mean to be like a do it yourself event or a do it yourself artist? It just means you're broke and you're basically begging everybody to like come and help out. And with Mosh in the Mountains, that's kind of how we've viewed it as far as from the financial end of it is it keeps going up and up. But when you want your quality and what you can offering an artist down like one of our artists that's coming from California, that's a lot further of a drive than people coming locally or me coming just a couple of hours away and whatnot. So yeah, expenses have gotten further and further, larger and larger, and we're trying to do everything we can to definitely keep it as DIY as you can and whatnot. But things are getting expensive.
We definitely understand what you guys are going through at the Gallatin Underground, which is why we've helped put this together so that hopefully you guys are able to raise the funds for this show. I know you guys are talking about different avenues of funding in the future, but this is the last event, and I, for one, would really like to see it happen. So if you guys are watching this, just come on down to the event. Get the link right below. It's also in the description. And we'll, give these guys some money because it's a really kick-ass thing that's going on. Jared, do you want to talk about some of the bands that are going to be playing this year?
Yeah. I mean, fuck, we've got some great bands. Honestly, I think we have more out-of-state bands than we have ever had at any previous Mosh in the Mountains events.
Yeah, definitely.
We've got some of the big ones that people would definitely know regionally. I would say it'd be Devils of Loudon out of Seattle.
Yeah.
Symbolic is coming from what I believe Sacramento. Is that right, Solomon?
Yeah. Yes.
And fucking Strychnine is a band that I've been wanting to get out this way for quite a while, and they're finally going to make it this year too. They've been around for a minute, putting out some killer black and thrash tunes, which I'm all about.
Oh, yeah.
So.
No, they're going to be awesome. No, we have Zoth coming out from Seattle as well. We have I don't want to tell the whole lineup, but those are some of the ones that I'm fucking. I finally got my buddy Zon coming from Tri-Cities, and I'm super fucking excited about that because for the last 2 years, last year they wanted to do it and didn't work out, and then so Zon's also members of the Festering who played in 2019, and I love those guys. They did Metal Fest Camp Out with me 11 years ago now. I got both those bands to play up there, but they're awesome. But yeah, the Devils of Loudon, I'm super psyched on, dude. If you guys have not listened to their entire album, that thing is just awesome. The Devils just dropped it like 2 weeks ago, and that is absolutely like one of my favorite things I've heard this year. It's got the same drummer that Brandon's working on a song with. That's just freaking nuts.
What was the name of that album again? I did listen to it a couple times.
Escaping
Oblivion. Escaping Oblivion.
Yes, yeah, I believe that is absolutely it. I was literally just listening to it too, and I'm just stoned and don't remember.
Yeah, great fucking album.
But it fucking rips. Absolutely one of the best metal albums I've heard this year so far for sure.
I've been a big fan of those guys ever since Dankstock. We got to share stage with them. Fucking, what was that? I don't know. That's been a good 6 years or something ago.
That was 2017. So a minute ago already. 5 years. Yeah, 5 years ago. Many moons.
So, you guys want to talk about the venue and where it's going to be, and what the camping situation is going to be like, and what people can expect?
Yeah, definitely. So this year we actually have gotten a deal from some private landowners next to the venue, and camping will be available for $10 a tent. It's possible that you might have to park a little ways from your tent and carry your gear in, but at the same time, it's right there at the venue. If you want alternative camping, you are literally surrounded by like 20 lakes,
Yeah,
and with
super nice lakes
public
too.
camping, and yeah, some really great spots. Horseshoe Lake, the Thompson Lakes chain, a lot of really great camping spots. It's a really beautiful area. Um, if you want to come down, and I would suggest give yourself a little extra time to explore the area.
Yeah, it's beautiful over there. I love it. And Happy's is awesome, man. Out of everywhere Jared and I try to, after doing the state land thing and trying to work out and get the permit and getting denied over and over again. Yeah, we're happy, no pun intended, but we're very pleased that they're letting us use the place, because they were awesome. I've dealt with just dickhead landowners every time I've tried to throw an event and getting charged a bunch of money and just getting screwed over a lot of the time. And what we were doing, in my opinion, having a private party that's the size of a good wedding or something on the land we're renting. Like, yeah, it sucks that they want to be dicks about it, but at the same time, yeah, Happy's is a great spot, and the convenience. They have the little store there. They have the bar there. They have like the showers and everything. So it's like, it's cool to bring your kids. I had my kids there last year, and it was absolutely awesome. We camped right near it. It was a great time, and very family friendly. We didn't have like, we had drunk shenanigans, but it was, I mean, it was a pretty hopping party for sure. But no, it was a great time, and like my kids all were running around there having a blast the whole time. So Happy's is great for the event. We love doing it with them, but at the same time, it's still not what we initially envisioned for it when we were doing it out in the middle of the woods, which is still just, yeah. It's a very different environment, but the camping is right there, and it's a great venue.
Yeah, they Chris at Happy's Inn has been extremely accommodating,
Hell yeah.
and everybody else out there too. And honestly, they told me after the last event that it was the best crowd they had ever had out there.
Yep,
ever.
straight up, me too,
And
dude.
best tippers, the most respectful. People use the garbage cans. People use the ashtrays. You know, like, and it is. It's a really healthy event.
Dude, I love when they were talking to me about it, and they were saying that the fishing event up there was more ruckus than I. They're like, no, you guys were a really great crowd. Like, you didn't have any problems. Like, and I'm laughing about it when Carter was just like, yeah, man, fishing's more wild than this. I was like, oh, okay, cool. I guess we're a bunch of really chill people.
That's pretty funny. There is a common stigma with metal in general that, it's all satanic and evil, and you're gonna go bash people's heads and stuff. But the reality is that at least from my experience, the metal community, and again, at least up here in the Northwest, has been some of the best experiences with music that I've had. Period. And for the venue owners to tell you guys that they were respectful and everybody was cleaning up after themselves and trying to do the right thing and tipping well. That's just such an encouragement to see things like this go on in the future.
Hell yeah. No, it's super cool. I'm very happy that we have, even like I said, dealing, trying to get the permit and trying to use the land and everything. Even the forest service guy up there was actually just, he was very, very polite, like, and then he still tried to stand his ground with his opinion and everything, but like we've actually been lucky that a lot of people like when we've had Mosh in the Mountains before, the Forest Service or the police or anybody, anytime we had anybody come through and check, they're just like, wow, you guys seem like a great bunch of people. There's not garbage, there's no like really idiotic, I mean, too idiotic, I guess, behavior and whatnot.
I would say there wasn't violent belligerence.
Yeah, there wasn't violent. I like that, Vince. No violent belligerence.
I feel like they've all been impressed too as to what they saw. You know, nobody expects to see anything like that in a place like that. You know.
Yeah.
Right. No. And just the amount of talent that was there. I mean, Kill Phil, are you kidding me? I can't wait to see Phil die this year. Kill Phil is going to be an act at this next.
Kill Phil is going to absolutely be our opener for the next year. He tried to talk about like, I don't know if I can make it. I'm like, are you joking? I already booked you last year, dude. Like I booked you. I'll tell everybody you bailed on the event if you don't show up. You're part of the roster now, buddy.
For those not listening, do you guys mind explaining Kill Phil for the audience?
No, that one's Kill Phil is Phil Bruni. He's my engineer, audiovisual buddy, and photographer who does the photography for Mosh in the Mountains, and he's also just a freaking excellent drummer. And he's out there anyway, and I'm usually the one that opening bands or have my gear up there. So now anytime we're gonna open and my gear is gonna be up on stage, we're having Phil basically get on stage with different guitar players and vocalists, and we all try to quite literally just make Phil pass out. And it's a great 20 minutes. By the end of that set, dude, you have sound dialed in, boy.
That's hilarious. I'd like to give a special thanks to Phil for all the photography and videography that he's done in the past events.
And Chaotic Studios.
Hell yeah.
Chaotic Studios, yeah. I mean, some of those pictures and videos were just so awesome to rewatch over and over.
No, I've started forcing Kill Phil to happen, so Phil has extra incentive to come, just because I'm like, I could pay a photographer, like I could pay a great photographer that has a wonderful eye and top end gear, and Phil would still get better shots, dude. Like he's just great at it. He's my personal favorite photographer. Oh, he does.
He's awesome.
And honestly, we just want him there to hang out.
Oh yeah.
With us too.
Yeah, no, Phil's the man.
Personally, I just want to see somebody kill Phil.
Hell yeah.
So is there anything else that you guys would like to talk about Mosh in the Mountains for the final finale?
Well, mostly give us your fucking money. We have a GoFundMe page. There will also be the option of donating cash at the event. We will be collecting a bunch of money as well as doing a bunch of raffles and different kinds of fun fundraiser events. Like we said earlier, everything has been far more expensive this year than ever before, but we're still making it happen, and we're still not charging a cover. So we appreciate any help that we can get.
That's incredible. I don't think I've ever even heard of a free festival like this for any kind of music, let alone metal. So if you guys are interested in metal at all, this is the event for you.
Hell yeah. No, thanks for having us, Vince, because I definitely love Mosh in the Mountains, and last one or not, I just love doing the event, but it is definitely a big expense, and a lot of people invest their time with it, and our goal, like I said, is just to bring artists together and try to actually have an event that everybody, I don't know, isn't just another show where you can actually go and have like a good environment, see all of your friends, make new friends, and actually hang out all night. And that's why like camping and stuff like that, it's valuable to the whole event. And the music portion, we just want to pay everybody so their time isn't wasted and not lose our asses. That'd be fantastic.
Also, just because we say this is the last Mosh in the Mountains, we still have ideas in the works for future events. So stay tuned. We're kind of trying to go down an avenue where we can help our scene as well as help our fellow man, and hopefully not get fucking reamed in the ass about it too. So
Yeah, that would be very nice. But we'll be talking about it a little bit more online, and after Mosh in the Mountains concludes, and Brandon, I almost just called you Brandon, bro. But after it concludes, yeah, I do too. Apparently, he's on my mind. But when Jared and I have more time to talk about everything and really figure the proper routes and do a bunch of research and paperwork to make sure that we're legally good, then we can start like giving more of this idea. But we want to keep it to have a similar feel to what Mosh in the Mountains was, but have an emphasis on really connecting people and basically having a great time doing something that we feel like we all love doing and that we can support as a community.
That's awesome.
Hell yeah.
Well, thank you guys for tuning in today, and thank you guys for coming to the show and giving us just all this great information on Mosh in the Mountains. If you guys haven't checked it out, get your ass online, look up Mosh in the Mountains, hit the GoFundMe button, give all these guys your money, and come rock out with us, because it's a really bitchin' time.
Appreciate all your help, guys. Thanks for having us, Vince. Been a blast.
Thanks. Right on. Thank you, Vince.
Know your scene.